Right now in Hosea, the Israelites are feeling like the Lord has abandoned them. So they decide maybe they've been wrong this whole time and we should go back to the Lord. But they only want to go back to him because he'll fix everything. So that's not really loving God. That's a false love because we think, oh, he'll fix everything. I love coffee. And I'll be honest, right now there is water in this because I've had enough already, and if I drink any more, I will be bouncing off the walls. But as you can tell, this coffee cup is broken. And I set this coffee cup down one day, and one of the little hands I have running around grabbed the coffee cup and abused it and broke it, and I found the cup abandoned on the floor. I picked it up, I washed it off, and I put more coffee in it because, first of all, nothing's going to stop me from my coffee. Second of all, it still serves the purpose it was created to serve. It's not too broken to do what it was called to do, and that is to hold liquid. And I don't really know if you can see very well, but there's Bible verses. There's a Bible verse on the coffee cup. It says, "He shall direct thy path," which is Proverbs 3:6. And I got this coffee cup because I want to remind myself to start my day out right and make sure I make time for the Lord. And I didn't always let him direct my path. A few years ago, I was in a group of friends, and within this group of friends we would have fellowship, and there was a couple, a married couple, who would guide us and lead us in this fellowship. Kind of really lead the whole group, really. And it got to the point where they started telling me how I should live, who I should be, how I should act, and the guys I should be with. Because if I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do, they would tell me that I was abandoning God and ignoring him, and that his judgment would rain down on me. They actually used Hosea against me, and actually, but I ended up getting hurt by a separate friend, and I went to this group for comfort and did not get that. Got the exact opposite. And I left the group because of it, because they treated me like I was dirty and wrong, and that the Lord was going to rain down judgment because I was ignoring him. So I left the group, and I was alone and abandoned and felt like I had no one, which was far from the truth. This happened around Christmas time, and I had received a card from a family member that was telling me that I need to hold on to my passion for the Lord and how I should embrace it and share it to people, and that God loves me for my bubbly, peppy personality, and that I should hold on to my love of life and not forget it. And I broke down in tears when that happened because I realized what was going on. See, the Lord warned us about false prophets and wolves in sheep's clothing. There are people who will use his word to hurt us, and that's what was going on. I can totally relate to this Bible verse because that was me. I was worshiping false idols. I was worshiping other people. I was following their example, not the Lord's. And I only went to the Lord because I was being told I would have a glamorous life and he'd give me all this wonderful stuff. And I realized that was false love. And my relationship with the Lord became really strong after that, and really hasn't hindered since then, even though I've gone through some situations since then. But I have really steadfast and kept that because I remember what it's like to have that, to feel like you're abandoned, when the truth is you're not abandoned. We are beautiful creatures that he created for a purpose, and we're all unique in our own way. And he will find us abandoned on the floor, but he'll pick us up, and he'll wash us off, and he will continue to use us for our purpose. And that is what's going to happen in Hosea. When the Israelites really turn back to him, they will He will love them and welcome them with open arms, and they will have a good relationship with the Lord. They just have to wake up and stop ignoring Him. So I want to end today's video, like I do with all my videos, with a Bible verse. And of course, this one is also from Hosea. It is Hosea 6:4. Your love is like the morning mist. Like the early dew, it disappears. Let us make sure that our love for the Lord does not disappear, because He loves us no matter what we do. So we should love Him and have faith in Him no matter what.